Thank you for choosing AudioCodes SmartTAP service. Today we're going to cover a video on how to clear your application server cache. Now you may be instructed to do this by your engineer based on a few different scenarios. Typically we would ask you to do this if your GUI is not loading or it's being slow, redirecting you to weird places, things like that. I think that's what you want to kind of look out for. That's when you're going to see an engineer ask you to clean your application server cache. Or you can also do this preemptively yourself if you're running into these sort of symptoms and you know this might be one thing you want to check out and see if it'll help for you. So go ahead and follow along here. We're going to transition over to our virtual server here and show you what it looks like. So this is a typical VM. You may have a standalone server, that's okay. But your background may look a little bit different. You may have some different files or folders. That's all okay too. It depends upon what kind of services you have installed there. But this is just a generic VM of an application server for you guys here. So on this one here, the GUI is not loading. What we're going to want to do is follow a few steps here first, and we'll delete some files and we'll show you what to do. First thing you want to do though is you want to go into your services. We're going to try to stop the application server itself. So we're going to see the AudioCodes AS. Go ahead and hit the stop button on here. Now I'm not going to because sometimes it won't stop for you. It may get stuck a little bit. And if that happens, I'll show you the workaround for it. What you want to do is you want to go into your task manager. Go under details. You're going to search for wildfly. And you're going to want to end that process tree. Now I'm not going to do that right here because it's going to kill my application server if I do that. The preferred way to do it is to try to do it through the services. This is only the backup if you have trouble where it won't stop when you try to do it on there. So just to keep you aware of that. But I'm going to close that window now for you and try to stop it through here first and see what happens. All right, it looks like it went ahead and stopped correctly through here. So we don't need to go to the task manager and actually kill the wildfly. So we're going to close that window out. Now, if you want to follow along, you're going to see a file path on the bottom of your screen here. This is where we're going to want to go to delete some files and folders. So you're going to go to this PC. You're going to go to the C drive, program files, audio codes, SmartTAP, AS, domain, servers, SmartTAP, data. Once you're in that folder, you may see some different files or folders than what I have here on the screen right now. That's okay. The important thing is we're going to delete everything except for two objects in here. So we're going to leave content and logging properties. So the content folder and the logging properties file we're going to keep. Everything else can be deleted. So I'm going to go ahead and click on each one of the ones I want to get rid of. In my case, just these ones here. I'm going to right click, hit delete. Now, you may see some things pop up asking you to give administrator permission. Go ahead and do that if it asks you that. If it's saying that it cannot delete the file because it's in use, that's okay. Go ahead and kill the application server again. That means your application server started back up. So you just pull up your services and you would look in here and you would stop the application server. In this case, they deleted successfully, so we don't need to do that. But just as workaround, if you have that come up there, just keep that in mind. So I'll go ahead and close this window here. Go ahead and start our application server. Give it just a second to start up. All right, now we can go ahead and close the services window. And we're going to go and check our GUI. Now keep in mind this may take a few minutes to pull up correctly. I'll go ahead and go to the local host. You should start to see the redirecting come up there. If it disappears, you get a 404 or anything like that, that's okay. Just give it a minute. Delete out everything else up there and just go back to the local host. And you should start to see the redirecting come up there. And it'll just take just a minute for it to come in here correctly. That's just because all your processes are starting to start back up, and it just takes a minute for everything to load in there in order for the GUI to be able to draw correctly on the screen. And there we go. We have it come up here for you. So one thing I want to show you is sometimes your engineer may ask you for your version. What you want to do is just go up to the SmartTAP logo up here, hover over the top of it. You'll see the version number on there. Go ahead and give that to your engineer. In this case, it is 561.10306. There's nothing after that on this one, but yours may have something where it says two letters, a C and a U, Charlie umbrella, and then it'll have some numbers after that. go ahead and make sure you include that with your information. Go back to your engineer so that you have the correct information and can assist you better going forward. Thank you for choosing SmartTAP service. That's a quick video on here how to clear your application server cache, and have a great day.